Most men don't lose women because they say the wrong thing, they lose women because they ask the wrong question. The moment a man wonders, does she actually like me? Or am I just another guy she's friendly with? He's already handed away his leverage, because here's the reality no one explains clearly: women don't reward men who chase certainty, they reveal attraction to men who don't require it. She will almost never sit you down and verbally confess interest. Instead, her body speaks first, quietly, indirectly, often without her realizing it, and most men miss these signals not because they're invisible, but because their need for reassurance blocks their perception. In this video, I'm not teaching you how to hunt for signs, I'm showing you why the calmest man in the room never has to ask where he stands. Pay attention, because once you learn to read attraction correctly, you'll never confuse politeness for desire again. Sign 1, she changes distance, proximity, before a woman touches you, before she flirts, before she says anything that could be interpreted as interest, she changes distance. Attraction begins with space, not compliments, not words, not questions. Space. Why distance matters more than words. Humans are territorial by nature, we protect our personal space instinctively, so when a woman voluntarily reduces distance, she's making a subconscious decision, she's allowing you into her comfort zone, and comfort is the gateway to attraction. Proximity is one of the most reliable indicators of interest, because it's hard to fake and difficult to sustain unconsciously. What proximity looks like in real life: she finds reasons to be closer, without announcing it, she stands closer than necessary, sits beside you instead of across, angles her body toward you, doesn't step back when you move closer. None of this is accidental. She could choose distance, she chooses closeness. That choice is the signal, the hidden test inside proximity. Proximity isn't just attraction, it's also a test. She's testing your comfort with closeness, your emotional control, your ability to stay relaxed. A needy man reacts instantly, leans in too hard, invades space, breaks rhythm. A grounded man stays exactly where he is, not retreating, not chasing. That calm response creates safety. Why chasing space kills attraction? Many men see closeness and think, this is my moment. They escalate too fast, mirror aggressively, push intimacy, and suddenly distance returns, not because attraction died, but because the test failed. Attraction grows in controlled tension, not desperation. When proximity means nothing, context matters. Proximity is meaningless when she's close to everyone, the environment forces closeness, it happens once and never repeats. Attraction creates patterns, not moments. Consistency is everything. The Stoic response to proximity: never reward closeness with urgency. If she moves closer, stay relaxed, keep steady tone, open posture. No escalation rush, don't comment on it, don't make it a thing. She notices, and contrast deepens attraction. Sign 2, subtle touch, boundary testing. Touch is never random. Before a woman admits attraction, even to herself, her body tests physical boundaries, not sexually, not boldly, subtly. Why touch comes after proximity? A woman does not touch a man she hasn't already allowed into her space. Space is permission, touch is confirmation, but touch is not an invitation, it's an experiment. What flirtatious touch actually looks like: it's light, casual, easy to deny, a brief hand on your arm while laughing, fingers brushing your shoulder, a playful nudge, her hand lingering a second too long. These moments are small on purpose, they allow testing. Without risk. The question she's really asking: she's not asking, do you like me? She's asking, can you handle closeness without losing control? This is where most men fail. They freeze, overreact, escalate too fast, turn it into a joke, all signals of insecurity. Attraction responds to composure, not excitement. The biggest mistake men make with touch: trying to match or exceed it immediately. She touches your arm, you grab her waist, she nudges, you lean in aggressively. This breaks rhythm. Touch is a dance, not a chase. The Stoic response to touch: receive it without reacting, no flinching, no grabbing back. Instantly, no commentary. If you respond, do it later, naturally and calmly. This restraint is magnetic. It says, I noticed, and I don't need it. Sign 3, eye contact that doesn't break. A woman can control her smile, her tone, her distance. but sustained eye contact, that's exposure. Why the gaze is so powerful. Brief eye contact is polite, holding eye contact is intimate. When a woman holds your gaze longer than necessary, she's opening a channel, and that channel feels risky, which is why it only happens when attraction already exists. What a real gaze lock looks like. Not staring, relaxed, soft, present, a pause. Before looking away, a half smile, looking down, then back up. These moments are involuntary. Why men fail here? They panic, look away too fast, overstare, fill silence with words. All three kill tension. Words relieve tension, attraction needs it. The Stoic response to the gaze: meet her eyes calmly, no challenge, no retreat, then look away first, slowly, not out of fear, out of control. That subtle decision flips the dynamic. Sign 4, nervous attraction, leaked tension. Attraction doesn't always look confident. Sometimes it looks like restlessness. When desire appears, control slips. What nervous attraction looks like: playing with hair, adjusting clothes, fidgeting, tapping fingers, breaking eye contact briefly. These movements release tension. Comfort is stillness. Attraction is energy. Why men misread this? Many think, she's uncomfortable. Often wrong. Context matters. When nervous gestures appear with proximity, eye contact, engagement, it's attraction. The Stoic response: do nothing, don't reassure, don't joke, don't point it out, remain steady. Your calm anchors her energy. Sign 5, investment curiosity. Attraction eventually moves from feeling to action. Curiosity is commitment. What real investment looks like: questions beyond small talk. Remembering details, following up later, bringing up shared moments. Effort signals interest. Why most men ruin this stage? They over-explain, overshare, perform, they try to prove value. Attraction wants discovery, not presentation. The Stoic response to investment: match, don't exceed, answer fully but simply, leave space. Balanced investment keeps tension alive. Sign 6, body orientation, where her attention truly goes. Before a woman ever says she's interested, before she fully understands what she's feeling, her body has already made a decision, not verbally, not logically, instinctively. Human attention is directional. What matters, we face. When a woman feels attraction, her body begins to turn toward you, naturally, unconsciously, repeatedly. This is not something she plans, it happens below awareness, and that's exactly why it matters. Why body orientation is so reliable: words can lie, smiles can be polite, conversation can be social obligation, but the body does not invest effort without reason. A woman may talk to many men, she may smile at several, but she will not consistently orient her body towards someone she feels nothing for. Orientation requires commitment. Her feet point toward you, her shoulders square in your direction. Her torso remains open instead of angled away. She could face anywhere else, she doesn't. That choice is biological. What real orientation looks like in real life. Attraction is energy. Why men misread this? Many think, she's uncomfortable. Often wrong. Context matters. When nervous gestures appear with proximity, eye contact, engagement, it's attraction. The Stoic response: do nothing, don't reassure, don't joke, don't point it out, remain steady. Your calm anchors her energy. Sign 5, investment curiosity. Attraction eventually moves from feeling to action. Curiosity is commitment. What real investment looks like: questions beyond small talk. Remembering details, following up later, bringing up shared moments. Effort signals interest. Why most men ruin this stage: they over-explain, overshare, perform, they try to prove value. Attraction wants discovery, not presentation. The Stoic response to investment: match, don't exceed, answer fully but simply, leave space. Balanced investment keeps tension alive. Sign 6, body orientation, where her attention truly goes. Before a woman ever says she's interested, before she fully understands what she's feeling, her body has already made a decision, not verbally, not logically, instinctively. Human attention is directional. What matters, we face. When a woman feels attraction, her body begins to turn toward you, naturally, unconsciously, repeatedly. This is not something she plans, it happens below awareness, and that's exactly why it matters. Why body orientation is so reliable: words can lie, smiles can be polite, conversation can be social obligation, but the body does not invest effort without reason. A woman may talk to many men, she may smile at several, but she will not consistently orient her body towards someone she feels nothing for. Orientation requires commitment. Her feet point toward you, her shoulders square in your direction. Her torso remains open instead of angled away. She could face anywhere else, she doesn't. That choice is biological, what real orientation looks like in real life. Why most men miss this completely: most men wait for verbal confirmation, compliments, confessions, obvious flirting. Meanwhile, the clearest signals are happening silently. A woman can laugh and smile while angling away, that's friendliness, but when her body stays aligned with yours, mirrors you unconsciously, and maintains orientation without effort, that's interest. The body does not lie to be polite. The unconscious test behind mirroring: mirroring is also a test. She is unconsciously asking, can this man remain steady while I lean in? Most men fail. They notice mirroring and suddenly become hyper-aware, adjust too much, try to control the interaction. Attraction collapses under self-consciousness. The Stoic response to mirroring: do nothing, do not mirror back intentionally, do not adjust to be noticed, do not chase synchronization, hold your posture, hold your pace, hold center. Stillness communicates inner stability, and inner stability creates attraction without effort. The question that destroys attraction: there is one question that has ended more attraction than rejection ever has. It sounds innocent. It sounds honest, it even sounds mature: do you like me? Why men ask this question: men are problem solvers. When something feels uncertain, the instinct is to confront it, label it, resolve it. So when attraction feels ambiguous, a man tells himself, I just want clarity. I want to communicate. I don't want to waste time. But beneath those reasons is one truth: he wants relief from uncertainty, and relief is not attractive. Why attraction hates being cornered: attraction is not a decision, it's a process. It grows when a woman feels free, curious, unpressured. The moment you ask, do you like me? She stops feeling and starts evaluating. She now has to analyze her emotions, consider consequences, manage your expectations. Attraction does not survive that shift, it shrinks. The hidden message behind asking, even if spoken calmly, the emotional message is clear: I need reassurance to continue. Need reverses polarity. Why women rarely answer honestly, even when attraction exists. Most women won't answer directly, not because they're manipulative, but because attraction is fragile. If she says yes too early, mystery disappears. If she says no, she risks hurting you, so she chooses vagueness: I'm not sure. I like where things are. Let's just see. Now the man is more confused than before. Why Stoic men never ask: a grounded man understands something critical: attraction is revealed through behavior, not declarations. He already has confirmation. She chooses proximity, she invests time, she orients her body, she mirrors, she engages emotionally. Words would add nothing. In fact, words would weaken what already exists. Silence has power. Silence is not passivity. Silence is restraint. A man who can sit comfortably in uncertainty signals emotional self-sufficiency. He is not outcome dependent. He is not trying to control the moment. That calm invites revelation. Women open up to men who don't demand answers. Why questions collapse? Tension. Attraction feeds on unresolved tension. The unknown sustains curiosity. The unspoken fuels desire. Asking for clarity resolves tension too early. You turn a living dynamic into a label. And labeled too early, interest fades. The Stoic alternative to asking: instead of asking questions, a Stoic man observes consistency. He watches what she chooses repeatedly, how her investment evolves, whether effort grows or shrinks. Consistency answers every question words never could. If consistency is missing, he doesn't negotiate, he disengages quietly. Why walking away is the ultimate filter. Nothing reveals attraction faster than the possibility of loss. When a man stops chasing, stops over-initiating, stops seeking reassurance, one of two things happens. She steps forward, or she doesn't. Both outcomes are clarity, without humiliation, without need, without confrontation, self-respect over certainty. A Stoic man never trades self-respect for reassurance. He would rather be calm than validated, grounded than reassured, respected than explained, because attraction follows respect, not the other way around. Women do not reward men who chase clarity. They reveal themselves to men who are already complete. The deeper truth of this video, this was never about memorizing body language, it was about power, the power of remaining calm when others rush, staying grounded when others panic, knowing your value without confirmation. Most men live with silent questions: am I enough? Do I matter? Does she want me? Every time they ask, they give something away. The Stoic shift: you don't chase clarity, you create presence. You don't demand answers, you observe patterns. You don't fear the friend zone, you avoid it by never entering a position of need. Attraction does not respond to effort, it responds to frame. Final reality most men never hear. When you stop trying to be chosen, you become the man people choose. When you stop asking for reassurance, respect replaces uncertainty. When you stop reacting emotionally, women stop hiding how they feel around you. This is not manipulation, this is self-mastery. Think about a time you overinterpreted a signal, asked for clarity too early, lost attraction by needing answers. Awareness changes behavior. Behavior changes outcomes. If this resonated with you, keycap 1 comment below. Which sign you misread in the past, not for judgment, but clarity. Keycap 2 share this with someone still trying to decode attraction instead of embodying it. Keycap 3 subscribe for Stoic clarity in a world built on confusion. Here, we don't teach you how to chase people, we teach you emotional control, self-respect, and quiet dominance, because the strongest men don't announce their value, they let the world respond to it. Stay calm, stay grounded, and remember, the moment you stop asking for validation, life starts answering you back.